Welcome to another session of the School of Thought. Today is Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. And it's hot if you're in Texas. Today, I just want to have a little short conversation about your emotion. Do business, but don't do business emotionally. But first, let me talk to you about the class the Zoom virtual webinar for free that I'm having on July 16. Asking everyone to be part and kind of have a conversation with me to let me know what do you feel like is making you stuck in life, whether your relationship, your career, your job, your life. And this is your opportunity. It's a safe place for you to pour out your heart and give us the thought. Maybe I could help redirect your mind, and someone else will listen to you, will help them recognize where they're stuck. So don't go on hannahjosray.com. Oh, geez, earring fell off. This is what happens when you're live. Go on hannahjosray.com and go to coaching and then register. What are the things that's holding you back? So don't forget, it's coming up real soon. It's free. You're home, any place, just click in and listen. You never know. A little wisdom that just might take you to the next step. Now, in business, don't be emotional. Just got a little short story for you. I want to show you what that means. There's a story about this attorney that was representing a company, and the company was the nurses was going against the company that hired them, and the nurses union was representing the nurses, and the nurses went on strike because they wanted more money. This particular company or hospital that had a fund of about $40 billion, but it was going to be for something else. Well, the nurses heard about it. They said, we want that too because we work hard. Now, here's this. The junior attorney was talking to the head nurse, to the person that represented them in the union, and his grandmother was also in a nursing home. So she took the opportunity to show him the reason why the nurses deserved the raise, the money. And he was showing the junior attorney, said, this medicine here, if somebody does not know exactly what time to give this to your grandmother and know when to give this medicine to help you, your grandmother could take the wrong one. So it really got emotional and everything. So the junior attorney went back to the attorney and said, hey, this is the way we could help the nurses get their money, because those nurses, look what they have done. And he used that as his grandmother as an example, because what the nurse said is, because they're not allowed to work overtime, when the time is up, they clock out, but they still go back and help the people to show, hey, those nurses help, they care, they clocked out, and they still went out and make sure your grandmother or somebody like your grandmother take the medicine and take it correctly. So the junior attorney was like so excited, going back to the main attorney to say, hey, even though they're representing the company, but the junior attorney took the whole situation and said, hey, we could still help the nurses get their money, because look what good they're doing. We could get this $40 billion fund to them to give them a raise. Well, the main attorney made a meeting. So when the nurse came, he had a contract and he also had pink slips. And he handed the pink slip and said, give all of these 50 nurses that's on strike, this is their pink slip. We're firing them. And she was shocked, like, why? He said, because the story that you told, that the nurses clocked out and came back and still helped those people, that's mean they were signing the chart out of not being on the clock, which is against the labor law. They broke the law. So because of that, we could fire you or take the deal we're giving you. Negotiation. She was upset. She was hurt, and looking at the other attorney said, oh, what would your grandmother think? Your emotion had no room in this negotiation. Your emotion don't belong in the negotiation table. It's all business. And especially with this generation, we're just so emotional, and everything have to be emotion. And there's a market for that too, because we're so emotional. People are making money off of your emotion. But your emotion don't belong in the business. When business, you have to be focused, you have to be fair, and you have to make sure you negotiate the prices and the thing that benefit your company, that benefit you. So being emotional have nothing to do with this. So some of us get mad because we're like, we're doing business. We're not here to be emotional. Yes, it was wonderful that the nurses care enough to take care of the people, but you just broke the law doing it. You can't break the law doing it and expect for, well, it was just such a nice thing to do. Not when you want to be in business. It's whether you go do charity work and you continue to evangelize being emotional, or you want to do business. Is one or the other. Just like in the book of life, people talk about Jacob and Esau all the time and said Jacob was a shyster. Jacob did this to Esau and manipulate Esau. No, he did not. Jacob handled business. Esau is the one that was wrong. He's the one that didn't have no control of his hunger, his emotion, and he gave up his whole inheritance in the process. But Jacob was a very, very astute businessman that did business. You hungry? You want this soup? You give me your inheritance. It's business. It's not emotional. And you notice that for those of you that read the Bible, you notice that God didn't kill him. They didn't get upset at him, because you have to learn to be, when it's business. People can't manipulate you unless you don't control your emotion. Esau didn't control his emotion. Oh, I'm hungry. Whatever it takes, I'm gonna take it. And then some of us make decision when you're hungry, when you're tired, when you're mad, when you want revenge, and that's when you want to make your decision. You don't do that. You never make permanent decision in temporary situation. And emotions are temporary. It's a chemical that changes. So you can't make permanent decision in your life and lose your inheritance, lose your business, lose your money, lose relationship, because you're so emotional, uncontrollable emotion. So we're going to talk about that some more. My time is almost up. So don't forget to register for July 16. It's free. I would love to talk to you. And I know some of you are coming in. My time is going down right now. But please reach out to me, and I would love to talk to you. Do not be emotional when it comes to business. If you're too emotional, don't do business. Wait till you learn you put your emotion in control. Then you can sit at the negotiation table. Otherwise, you don't belong in there at all. Okay? So don't get mad at people saying, oh, they manipulating me. No, look at yourself. They're not manipulated, doing business. You learn how to do business. If you want to walk in a wealthy place, that's another lunch to learn. I got to come back on that one. I got more for you. Thank you for joining me. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and register for the free webinar. Let's talk. I promise you, I could give you some gems that could take you to the next level. Have a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend and be safe. And I'll see you Monday.